one is called And That Was Scarcely Odd Because the poet and the proofreader were walking down the Strand. They wept like anything to see so many ampersands. If you replace those handy signs, the proofreader averred, your book will find a publisher to print your every word. And scrap each stylish dash, he said, the ellipses and the brackets. Add word gaps and new lines instead. That's the latest racket. The oldest publisher looked down and growled, not interested. But 7 hopeful indies came with deals not to be bested. We'll sell your verses, never fear, just pay us for our time. The poet added ampersands, no longer seen as crimes, and dashes and ellipses came pouring thick and fast. The poet threw a launch party, celebrity at last. The poet asked the publisher, where is my book on sale? He searched the bookshops and the internet, all to no avail. I have another book for you, but answer came there none. The publisher had ceased trading. They were out of business, gone. I've never before tried to write a parody of the Lobster Quadrille in Through the Looking Glass, but so here's an attempt. It's called the Refugee Quadrille. Will you walk a little faster, said the smuggler at Calais. There's a coastguard close behind us, and he's causing a delay. See how eagerly we smugglers are piling folk aboard, people waiting on the shingle for the trip they can't afford. You can really have no notion how delightful it will be when you get to England's shore, where you'll be safe and free. But the man replied, too far, too far. I don't want to go today. I can see the boat is crowded and the sky is stormy grey. He thanked the smuggler kindly, but he'd rather stay in France. The smuggler frowned darkly and said he'd have to join the dance. What matters it how far you go? What do we care, he replied, if you drown or if you get there to the beach the other side? You've paid your fortune for this trip. The French don't want to keep you. So bon voyage, adieu, so long, enjoy your fearful ride. Will you, won't you? This one is based on Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Bat, which is based on Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, of course. Twinkle, twinkle, satellite, how I wonder at the sight, up above the world so high, an Elon Musk rat in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little rocket, I wonder whose deep pocket down here on our troubled earth thought you'd be their money's worth. Twinkle, twinkle, light pollution, how I wonder what solution, by what science genius, will restore our stars to us. This is an old one. You are old, Mrs. Windle. It's from my past life. After You Are Old, Father William by Lewis Carroll. You are old, Mrs. Windle, the school children said, and you really are not very cool. And you look like you've only just got out of bed. Do you think that you should be in school? In my youth, said the teacher, I was so hip. Picked flowers and did meditation. Never took LSD, I preferred cups of tea for my moments of spiritual elation. You are old, Mrs. Windle, the school children said, and you know that you can be a bore, yet you're trying to teach us and mess with our heads. Don't you think that it's making us sore? In my youth, said the teacher, I listened in class and tried to achieve the top mark. But now I see clearly that I was an arse, so get lost and go play in the park. End.